This is day 22 of documenting my journey as a founder building an 8-figure business. Don't mind, by the way, if my glasses are crooked. My partner sat on them accidentally. Look at that. Wow. What a Saturday sunset. What a gift to be living here. So my partner sat on my glasses and they got completely obliterated, which forced me to get some really nice fancy glasses, some Louis Vuitton glasses. I looked like a G on them, and also it was so stupid to pay $1,000 for a pair of sunglasses. Never in my wildest dreams I would have imagined myself paying $1,000 for a pair of sunglasses. But it's just some material stuff. Anyways, something really good side note is when you invest into those material things that are expensive, I don't even use that word, I use the word costly. And before, when you used to have a broken mindset, it would have felt too much of a stretch and whatnot. One thing that I've learned after spending money on just things like sunglasses and a Rolex and a few other material things is like you need to kind of detach from that broken mindset of just thinking that stuff is bigger than you. It's one thing that I learned with one of my mentors, that he just buys whatever the fuck he wants to buy, and he's a multi-millionaire. And yeah, he told me like, hey, I don't let stuff to be bigger than me, like a watch or a car. I don't let stuff to be bigger than me. So that has been in my mind of, doesn't mean that you have to be buying expensive shit all the time, but you should be bigger than the stuff. That's a topic for another day. And this year I paid Alex Hormozzi $37,000 to be on his coaching group, mastermind. And today I was watching a training that Leila Hormozzi did on people and leadership. And it became so obvious that I need to fire more people from our team. I have some low performers that need to be gone, that we have tried everything to get them to be better, to be up to speed. And to be honest, we kind of didn't put them in a position to win, which is what sucks about it. But those people started with us from the very beginning when we started like scaling more aggressively. So some of them have been with us for a couple years plus now. So it kind of really sucks to have to fire them, but at the same time, we have tried so much to get them up to speed. We have given them the systems, the tools. We have given them feedback, meetings, warnings, and we have been too forgiving. So yeah, it kind of sucks, but at the same time, I'm watching my COO just be absolutely fucking burned out and stressed. On Friday, after we finished work, she was just venting on, how shit the team members were, how many issues we currently have on the fulfillment side of things. And all because these team members are not wanting to level up. They're not wanting to actually stay to the standard that we have, uphold that standard. So I think we've been very forgiving because we know one of them specifically had some family issues, lost a couple of family team members, and that happened at the beginning of the year. So we were very understanding, and we gave her time. We have help in every way we could as well, upfronting some of her payments to pay for some of the medical bills for her family. But at what point do we have to just start looking for another team member, because this one is really no longer living up to the standard that we have. So part of us was, yeah, just feeling like shit if we had to fire her. So we try having so many conversations and just try to get her to be up to speed and understand, like, hey, we've been patient and we understand that you have gone through a lot, but we just need you to do, these few things well. And honestly, it's not a hard position. They're all social media managers, by the way, the position that we're gonna be firing. And honestly, we have simplified the process so much that I'm just like, we're literally just breaking down what they actually do. And it's stupid how much we pay and invest on them for the amount of work that they actually do. And at this point as well, with AI, there's not really that much reason to keep them. Because honestly, I just think like there's three of them, I believe, that we need to fire. My CEO is the one that knows better if it's 3 or 4. I think it's 3. But yeah, that we just need to fire those people, low performers and C players, and just replace them with a much more talented A player. That's what we need to do. So yeah, I just, after listening to Layla's training, I realized like, fuck, we got some bad performers that we've been procrastinating of firing because we thought it was gonna get better, because we thought it was seasonal, because part of us felt like shit if we had to do it because they've been with us since the very beginning. But yeah, one thing that I've realized as well after being on a mastermind where there are many 8-figure entrepreneurs is that at some point you're gonna have to make some difficult decisions of letting some people that you don't really want to let go. But yeah, even though they help you get to this stage, they don't have what it takes to help you get to the next stage. So they're kind of dragging us. And another part is that A players hate working with B and C players. So if we continue to allow this, not only we're fostering the culture that we tolerate low performers, but also we're probably gonna lose some great talent. My CEO is being fucking stressed the fuck out because of these low performers. So you gotta decide what you tolerate, and keeping those people not only reinforces your tolerance of mediocrity and average, but also you might be risking losing your best performers. No, thank you. So those people are getting fired next week, and we're gonna put some fucking urgency on finding the level of talent that we require to get to the next level. That's one thing that we're gonna be very ruthless leading into next year. This year, we made so many fucking mistakes with hires. Yeah, and sometimes it's because of finances and how much it costs to get a much better level of talent. But it just proved everything we went through this year and all the mistakes that we did with hiring team just proved to ourselves that we need to find the next level, and the next level is just a bigger investment as well. So we're gonna have to be okay with that too, because the amount of stress, mistakes, errors, and even losing clients that it cost us to have those low performers, it's absolutely unreal. And if we would have just simply looked for much better talent, it probably would have saved us not only a bunch of time and efficiency, but also a bunch of money that we lost with hiring multiple low performers. Because that's what we did. We were kind of just throwing people at the problems. So stupid. So yeah, we wasted a bunch of time on all these bad fit team members. And don't get me wrong, some of them turn out really well for the time that they stay with us. Some of them quit as well, because to be honest, with the good ones that quit, not with everyone, some of them we had to fire, but the ones, there's a couple that quit that we trained from the ground up. And that sucked because we put so much fucking time into them, and them quitting is like, fuck, you're finally getting a little bit, good. But it's a big difference from good to great. Some of them get too ahead of themselves. But yeah, that's one part on that training that I was watching. I'm still watching it. But that just put a bunch of fire on me today. And I just told my CEO, we're fucking firing these people on Monday. And yeah, the other part is that it really remind me that how important it is to be drilling into my team the vision and the mission of the company. That's something that, honestly, I have failed massively this year. I was doing it before, constantly reminding them why we were doing it, but my vision needs to evolve now, and I need to be bringing it back, because ultimately, money is a part of being able to retain great talent, but it's not the biggest part. People need a purpose, a mission. They need to know that they're doing great things, that they're doing things that are much bigger than themselves. So I need to bring that back. And another part to this is she was talking also about incentives and reinforcing the right behaviors that you want to see on your team. That's another part. I think we have failed massively at that, and I failed at being the leader that I needed to be for Vibes to grow to 8 figures. I think that's a big reason of why we're not there yet. It's because of me. I needed to become a better leader, which this year, after all the shit we have gone through, I'm getting there, and I'm so excited to get better, because my leadership has so much room for improvement and growth. And I'm excited to bring a better leader to my team that is not only gonna help us get to 8 figures next year, but also it's going to help my team unlock a new level of themselves. So I'm excited for that. I'll be sharing more on what I'm learning from this training, but right now, main thing is we're firing some fucking low performers that have been dragging us and holding us back from greatness. We're gonna be ruthless with the next round of team members that we're bringing up, in terms of like qualifying them and making sure they're actually A players and that they have what it takes to help us continue to take this rocket to the highest level. And finally, we're getting the team that is going to help us crack 8 figures.